Governor Bill Walker spoke about his PFD bill, otherwise known as SB 128, one day after overwhelming testimony from over 150 Alaska residents to the House Finance Committee last night. The majority of those testifiers opposed the bill. Ryan Grimes has the story.
As it stands now, many changes will occur to the Alaska Permanent Fund system should Governor Walker sign SB 128 into law. Residents would see an immediate change in how they receive their permanent fund dividends, which would remain static at $1,000 from fiscal years 2017 to 2019. That's more than half off of what the dividends were last year. Governor Walker says the cuts to the PFDs would result from several changes in the Alaska Permanent Fund system that would help close the $4 billion budget deficit and conserve the dividend for future generations.
I've never said it's an easy decision. It's not. It's a very difficult decision. I don't like making any changes to the status quo, but we don't have the status quo option anymore. I mean, it's just not. We have to make some changes. And of the fiscal plan that we submitted, this is the one that is the largest. The single largest piece that impact it would have, and also it's the one that if we don't make the change, it becomes more and more expensive and difficult to change as time goes on.
Currently, the House Finance Committee is tasked with advancing SB 128. If the bill is approved, it will be put into a formal vote on the House floor. Many public testimonials last night to the Finance Committee were critical of the bill. Fairbanks North Star Borough Assemblyman Lance Roberts gave his personal opinion on the matter. He says the bill would rob Alaska residents of an important economic driver.
So I actually want you to pass it out of this committee. I want it to go to the floor because I want to see where people vote. I want to know exactly who votes against good economics, who votes to destroy the private Alaskan economy by cutting the PFD.
Fast forward to Governor Walker's press meeting today, Alaska Department of Revenue Commissioner Randall Hoffbeck says the Alaska Permanent Fund would only be overhauled this year. He adds that other revenue generators would prevent any future overhauls to the system, but only if SB 128 is passed.
As far as squeezing any more out of the permanent fund earnings, the formula that's put in place is essentially is kind of the maximum draw that we could make from the permanent fund earnings, and expect to protect the corpus of the fund. So we won't be going back to the permanent fund for more money. We will be looking at more traditional measures, revenues and reductions in spending.
Longtime Fairbanks resident Jim Widener says he voted for Walker in his bid for governor. However, he adds that warnings on the state of the PFD system made by Walker is similar to former Alaska Governor Tony Knowles, who tried and failed to overhaul the system through a ballot question in 1999. In short, Widener says that Walker is repeating history.
The only way that Governor Walker can get away with this, considering the absolute overwhelming vote of the people in 1999, and it was exactly the same issue, the same sales campaign. We're broke, we got to have the money, the world's going to come to an end. And it's a recurring theme of the governors to try and get in there and get the legislature to steal the money.
As of news time, the House Finance Committee has not yet advanced SB 128.